Hi everyone, Diane here. Welcome to my studio. Today we're going to paint a duck, a white duck, just like this one. And so let's get started. I've drawn a very faint sketch and I've put in the eye, which is where I always start. But I'm going to first of all go over the sketch with a waterproof pen because I'm going to call this a pen and wash, if you like. So first of all, you'll be able to see the shape of the duck. I like to do my pen work in, what shall I say, not joined up lines, not joined up, perhaps I don't have any idea of joined up thinking, I don't know, but my sketching with a pen tends to be sketchy, let's say. So this is the duck taking shape, and here's his legs and his feet with his spiky bits on the end, and you can get quite a lot of character into a drawing like this. You see what I mean? So there we are, and his eye is kind of oval like that with a little bit of light at the top, just to give him some character. Now, maybe we'll put a little bit of texture on his feet. Mustn't forget those bits. The webbing is here, but he has his toes going down through the webbing. There's his little tail, and so now we're going to paint him, and he is going to be painted. I'm going to use a fairly large brush for the body and a slightly smaller one for the feet and the beak, and the colours I'm going to use are, we're going to use cobalt blue for the shadow on the body, as well as some light indigo blue as well, and I'm going to use a little bit of burnt sienna and orange for the beak and the feet. So first of all, I'm going to wet the entire body area, and this is the reason I'm doing this, apart from the fact I want to do this wet in wet. This paper, and you might come across this in your travels. I don't know what kind of paper this is, but I think it has got slightly greasy. So in order to get round that, I could do two things. I could stretch the paper, which would wash off the excess sizing. I presume it's excess sizing, or else I could just literally make it damp quite thoroughly. And that's what I've decided to do. I haven't got time today to stretch the paper. And also I had started to paint before I realised, because this is the second go round. First time round it was not possible. Actually what happened was my phone stopped recording. It's full up. My phone is full. Yes, so let's drop a little bit of violet in that side, and then working on the principle that you should always have a warm side and a cool side. A little bit of burnt sienna in there, and of course this is the first layer, so I'm going to put, yes, you see how it's beading up? It's not good. I have no idea. Very strange. I've used this paper before. It's in my drawer, sheets of it. What's going on? And we'll just shadow that down a bit by adding some blue. And now the beak. It's not going to be blue, but It's going to start out blue, and then I'm going to add burnt sienna. I'm going to let that dry, and then I will add some orange to that, as I'm going to do to the feet. Maybe maybe a little bit of Winsor Violet for the shadow on the legs. And then we'll come back to the orange up here. Let that run. Okay. Let's put a bit of shadow underneath him for him to stand on. Let's use cobalt blue with Winsor Violet. I think this has probably dried enough for me to be able to add a little bit more colour. Maybe a little bit more blue. Top. Okay, now that needs to dry, and then we'll come back and we'll do a little bit of spatter and a few more strokes into the body. Okay, so we're dry now, so we're going to add a little bit more colour to the beak and to the feet. And then I'm going to come in up here a little and give a little bit more indentation and interest to the head, just softening the lines so that gives a loose effect but not completely structureless. There we are, and a little bit of light indigo down here, a little bit more of the orangey colour there. So imagine that the sun is coming from that side. Tiny bit more shadow underneath. And I'm going to put a little bit of spatter, because what duck wouldn't have some spatter? There we are. And I think I'm going to call that done. So there we are, one duck. You could do more work with your pen. You could come in and do more lines and increase the detail if you wanted to. But that's a really good starting point, and shows you the use of different colours to indicate structure in a white animal. So thanks very much for being with me today. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.